Hello everyone, welcome again to Ayaba Creations. Today we are going to learn how to make a love-shaped beaded bag. If it's something you'd like to learn how to make, stay tuned. Also, don't forget to watch the ads, because when you watch the ads, that's how we get paid. So please, don't skip the ads. On this channel, we learn how to make simple beaded crafts. If today is your first time, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Okay, so you can also contact us if you want to buy branded tags. Kindly pick the number on your screen. Let's begin. Okay, so the materials you are going to need for this project will be made available in the description so you can read. So we are going to add 4 beads. I'm using 8mm pearls here, 8mm blue pearls. So you pick 4, then you cross with the 4th one to give us a ring of 4. This design is also very simple, so you just have to follow the step and then you'll be able to understand and make one yourself. Next, what you are going to do is pick 3 beads and you're going to put 1 bead on each side of the beading thread. So that's what you do. Then the 3rd one you are going to cross like this, okay, and you will get another ring of 4 beads. Again, you are going to pick 3 beads. Repeat the same step. You are going to put 1 on each side of the beading thread and then you cross with the 3rd one to give us a ring of 4. Alright, so you keep continuing so you get to the last but one. So this is the last one I'm doing. With this one, you are going to add 3 beads. So 1, 2, 3, all on one side like this, and then you are going to pick the 3rd bead and cross with that one. So we are crossing. So when you are done, you should get something like this in the beginning, and when you count the number of beads, it's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 in all. Okay, so now let's move on to the next stage. Going up, you are going to add 3 beads. So 1, 2, 3, all to one side of the beading thread. So then you cross with the 3rd one to give us a ring of 4 beads. So this is how it's going to look like. Please, are you seeing it? Then you pass the beading thread in your right hand through the next bead, just the next bead here, and what you are going to do is add 2 beads to the beading thread on your left hand, and you are going to cross with the 2nd bead. So we are adding 1, 2, cross with the 2nd bead. Then again, you are going to pass the beading thread through the next bead. So the beading thread in your right hand, you are going to pass it through the next bead, and then the one in your left hand, you are going to add 2 beads. So 1, 2, and cross with the 2nd bead to give us another ring of 4, and that's what you keep repeating so you get to the end. So when you get to this point, you're going to pass the beading thread through this last bead here, and you're going to pass 2 beads through the beading thread on your right hand, so like this, and then with the second bead you'll pick it and then you cross with the other one on your left hand, the other beading thread on your left hand, so you'll get something like this. Okay, so let's move on. Again, you are going to add 3 beads to the beading thread on your right hand, and you will pick the third bead and cross it with the beading thread on your left hand. And you're going to pass the beading thread through the next bead, add 2 beads, cross with the second bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then you keep repeating the process, the same idea. So you continue till you get 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On this side, then also on this side, also 11. So what you are going to do now is pass the beading thread through the last bead, which is this bead right here. And what you are going to do next is add 2 beads. So 1, 2, like this. And with that same beading thread, we are going to pass the beading thread through this bead here, like this, and then also through this bead here, this very particular bead, and also through this bead here. So you are going through this bead like right here, and then we'll cross with this one too. So what we did is to skip the first bead, the first ring of 4. You should be getting something like this by now. So the longer side, when you count, it's 11, and then the shorter side is 8. To continue, you are going to add 3 beads to the beading thread in your left hand and cross with the third bead like this to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then you pass the beading thread through the next bead. So the beading thread in your right hand, you're going to pass it through the next bead. Then you add 2 beads, so 1, 2, and then cross with the second bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then you keep repeating this process till you get to the last bead. So here what you are going to do is to add 2 beads to the beading thread in your right hand, so like this. You're going to pass that same beading thread through this bead right here. Okay, then this same beading thread is going to go through this bead right here, and then also this bead, and finally this bead. And this other beading thread will also cross through that same bead to get this. So again, we skipped the first bead. Alright, so we are going to add 3 beads now, 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to cross with the third bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then we will continue till we get to the last but 1 bead. Then what you are going to do next is add 2 beads and cross with the second bead to give us a ring of 4. Okay, so this is the last but 1 bead. You are still going to do the same thing. You are going to add 2 beads to the beading thread in your left hand. Then you are going to pass through this bead right here. All we are doing is just trying to skip 1 bead as we get to the end. So we skipped the first bead and we are going through the second bead now. So again, you are going to add 3 beads to the beading thread in your left. Then you would cross with the third bead to give us a ring of 4 beads like that, and then you continue by passing the beading thread in your right through the next bead. Then you will add 2 beads, cross with the second bead to give us a ring of 4 beads, and also end at the last but 1 bead. Okay, so we are the last but 1 bead. What you are going to do is add 2 beads to the beading thread in your left like this, and I'm going to pass that same beading thread through this bead right here, and then you tie a knot. Alright, so we are done with the first part. Okay, so from this side right here, we are going to count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this 5th bead is what we are going to be working with now. You're going to pass the beading thread through this 5th bead here. And what you are going to do is add 3 beads to the beading thread in your left hand and cross with the third beading thread. With the third bead. So something like this, to give you a ring of 4 beads. So it's basically the same thing you are going to be repeating here. So I'm very sure when you watch the video you can understand. So when you pass it through the next bead, what you are going to do is add 2, cross with the second one to give us a ring of 4 beads. So at this side we are going to do 3 rows in all, and this is the last row right here. Okay, so when we get to the last row, to follow up, what we are going to do is skip the first bead. So the same trick we applied at the other side is what we are going to do here. So as you can see, I'm passing the beading thread through these beads right here so that I can skip the first ring of 4 and then start working from the second one right here. And here too, what you are going to do is add 3 beads, then you cross with the third one to give us a ring of 4 beads. So like this, and you are crossing. Okay, then you pass the beading thread through the next bead and add 2 beads, so 1 2, and cross with the second bead right here to give us another ring of 4 beads, and then you're going to pass it through the next bead again and continue till you get to the end. The same process of adding 2 beads. So here we are at the end. So here too, what you are going to do is pick 2 beads like this and cross with the second bead. Okay, and when you are done, what you are going to do is skip the first ring of 4. So again, you are going to pass the beading thread through like this so that we can skip the first one and then start working with the second one. Okay, so now you're going to start working with the second one. Again, you're going to add 3, so 3 beads, 1 2 3, and then you are going to cross with the third bead to give us a ring of 4 beads like this. Then you pass the beading thread through the next bead here, so the next bead, which is this bead right here. Then what you are going to do is add 2, so 1 2, cross with the second one. Okay, it should give you a ring of 4. Then pass through the next bead, add 2, cross the second one to give you a ring of 4 beads. So you will keep repeating this also till you get to the last but 1 bead again. So this is the last but 1 bead. So you are going to add 2 beads, cross with the second bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. So you get something like this. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 here, then here side to 1 2 3 4 5. Now this top 1 2 3 4, and here also 1 2 3 4. So all sides are equal now, and as you can see, the love shape is forming beautifully. So alright, so we are done. What you are going to do is just tie a knot right here and then pass the excess thread through the beads, and then you can cut off the excess thread. So you are going to make an extra one of this in order to form 2 sides of the bag. Now we are going to make the sides of the bag. So see where I'm passing the beading thread through? That's where you are going to pass your new beading thread, which you are going to cut. And what you are going to do is add 3 beads. So you're going to add 3 beads to the beading thread on your right hand like this, and then what you are going to do is cross with the third bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. So basically you should be getting something like this. But this what you are doing right now is going to form the sides of the bag. So what you are going to do next is pass the beading thread through the next bead right here, so this very bead here, and you are going to add 2 beads and cross with the second bead to give you a ring of 4 beads. Then when you pass through the next bead, you're going to add 2 beads again. So you are just going to keep passing through the next bead and keep adding 2 beads and cross with the second bead all through the sides till you get to the last end. Okay, so I went through like 2 times, so I'm ending it here. This is the last one I'm going to do. So the beading thread like this, 1 2, and then also through this, pass the beading thread through this bead here, then you tie a knot. So yeah, you should get something like this in the end, and it's very easy to understand, so you won't have a problem at all when you are making this bag. Okay, so I beaded another one off camera, and what we are going to do is add the 2 sides together. Okay, so yeah, we are going to pick just one bead, so just one, and pass the beading thread through this bead right here. Okay, and you pick another one bead again and cross with that same bead. So you pick another one bead. So as you can see, I'm crossing with that bead. Then you're going to pass the beading thread in your right hand through the next bead here, and then also the one in your left hand also through this bead. Then you add one and cross with the same one bead, so you are getting something like this. So that's what you do again. You pass it through this, and then also the beading thread through this bead right here. Then all you do is add one and cross with that same one. So that is it. You will just be repeating this step throughout till you get to the end as well. Here also you add just one like this, then you pass it through this bead here. Okay, then you just tie a knot, and voila, we are done with the bag. It was very easy, right? Don't forget to share your works with me on WhatsApp when you finally finish your project. Okay, so we have to make a strap for the bag as well, and it's also very simple. So with a strap, when you cut your long beading thread, you are going to count. So I'm counting 3. So a 3, that's 2 from each side. So the middle one is the third bead. So that's what you are going to pass the beading thread through to make your strap. So first, this is what you are going to do. You're going to add 2 beads. So 2 beads each on one side of the beading thread. So 2 here, 2 here, making 4 in all. Then you pick one and cross with the fourth one. So this is going to give you a ring of 6 beads instead of a ring of 4 that we used to do, but it's going to give you a ring of 6 beads. So also you repeat the same thing, so 1 2 1 2 here like this. Okay, then what you do is just pick one and cross like this. Okay, so that's what you keep doing. So with a strap, it depends on how long you want it. That will determine how the length you want to make your strap. But I made 70 rings of 6. You can decide to make 100, you can decide to make 60, whichever length you want the strap to be. That's how long you make it. When you are done at the other side here too, you're going to pass your beading thread through like this, and then you tie a knot. Okay, and then that is it for the bag. Yeah, pretty bag, right? Okay, thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.